Yo, big up everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another video on the channel. I'm going to be talking about the Villareal coming up tomorrow, man. I'm proper excited. Obviously, we've got the Poch rumours. We're going to be talking about the Carrick situation. I'm going to be joined by a man like Casper. Big up for joining again, man. Big up. And I'm going to be joined by Realist, Labio, and Tash, man. Big up for all joining on the channel, man. Obviously, it's been a mad 24 hours. Like, we all thought that Carrick was going to be the interim manager throughout the whole season. We didn't really think the Poch thing was going to escalate because we all thought he was going to stay at PSG. I genuinely thought he was going to stay at PSG, but there's stuff saying out that he's unhappy and stuff. And obviously Ten Hag. So I saw a Steve Bruce saying that he'll take it, and I was like, oh my goodness, no. I'm not joking. I saw it, bro. I was like,
no, I would like to take it as well, though, but like we're not dreaming here, man.
Yeah, I saw it. But before we go on the Poch rumours and any of the manager rumours, like obviously with the Villareal game, I heard. Have you man watched the Carrick interview? Because I was watching the press conference and it was like me and Ollie have similar ideas, and I'm like, oh my days, we might as well just kept Ollie at this point because
the same thing, bro.
It's the same thing, isn't it? I'm like, I don't know how he's gonna. I saw a video of him talking to McTominay, and I'm like, oh my days, he's gonna start McTominay, isn't he? Ahead of Donny van der Beek. So yeah, man, we'll start with Casper. How do you think Carrick is going to set up in his first game as Man United, interim manager? And how do you see us setting up against a proper compact Villareal side?
Yeah, so firstly, big up McFred, obviously. He's going to play them lot. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, Ole is not the problem. Like, it's the whole setup. Like, Ole has said numerous times, he does not do the coaching. He just picks out the team, does the press conference, etc. Because this is a coaching team where Solskjaer takes most of the credit and also most of the blame. So I feel it's a bit of injustice and probably hanging Solskjaer out to the wolves a bit because you're throwing him under the bus and saying like this is the problem and leaking news about Ole being the one who has bad tactics, etc. being leaked in the news. Meanwhile, we'll still have Phelan, McKenna, and Carrick there, who basically are the ones actually doing the coaching and the tactics. So what I feel is just we're just going to see the same, really. No really bounce from the players.
Yeah.
What?
I also heard McKenna does like the team talks or something. Like I was like, what the hell? Team talks? Like I don't know if you man heard it, but team talks and it makes no sense. Like I don't know. I just hope Carrick doesn't choose like a stupid lineup. Like I hope he goes with like the players that deserve to be played. Because for me personally, I don't want to see Maguire in the team. I don't want to see McTominay in the team. I don't even want to see Luke Shaw in the team. So
you're gonna see Maguire. You're gonna see Maguire. He was in the press conference, so you're gonna see him.
Wait, Maguire's in the conference?
Yeah, he was in the press conference.
Oh, not that little. Oh my god, yeah.
I have a feeling he's gonna drop one of McFred. I'm telling you, he's gonna play Van der Beek.
No.
I promise you.
No,
You know,
I promise you that's not going to happen.
Hear my
bro.
logic here. Hear my logic. I think when he said we have a lot of similarities, I think Carrick knows he's an interim. He's a caretaker. He's gonna be here max 2 or 3 games. And I think the way he's going to set up, he's going to try play not like very offensive football, but more not as pragmatic as Oli. He's going to be like, you know what, enjoy yourselves. Van der Beek, I think Carrick will play Van der Beek. I think he knows that the fans are fed up. I think he knows the media are fed. I think I can't see him being an idiot like and actually playing McFred. I think Maguire will play though and Luke Shaw. Sorry about that.
what do you think, Realist? What do you think is going to happen with the game tomorrow? Like, obviously, we've got 7 points in the Champions League. We're looking pretty decent. We've got Villareal to play, and we've also got, I think it's Young Boys. I don't know how confident you are, because I'm not very confident, even now with Ollie going. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, what's your predictions tomorrow? How he's going to set up?
Is my audio good?
Yeah, it's perfect, bro. It's perfect.
Yeah, man. With the game tomorrow, I don't know which team he's going to pick, man. I think he's going to pick Maguire. He will pick Luke Shaw as well, which is unfortunate. He's probably gonna. I have a feeling he's gonna play McTominay and Fred as well. I got no faith in Carrick, man, to do anything. So,
you know what he's with Carrick? He was a good player. Like he should be able to tell like who are the good players in the midfield as well. Like he should be playing Donny van der Beek. Like he absolutely he was amazing in the second half. Yeah.
100%, man. 100%. Hopefully Van der Beek starts, but for me, I feel like he's gonna be an idiot and pick some of these players. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think there'll be a bounce? By the way, do you like a bit of a bounce? Yeah.
a bit of a bounce.
Yeah, like in terms of like, oh, the players are actually going to try and like they'll surprise Villareal in a way, or do you reckon it still be the same old, same old?
All I'm saying is, don't be surprised if we lose tomorrow.
I mean, we got battered by Watford, didn't it? Like, what's stopping Villareal for smoking us as well, man? But yeah, anyway, big up Tash, sorry for joining, man. Like, what's your thoughts on the game tomorrow, and obviously with the Carrick situation? And yeah, man, what are you saying?
Yeah, so for me, I think it's one of those where the players are going to have to take onus of the situation because ultimately the coaching that we're going to be getting tomorrow is going to be no different to what we've been getting this whole season and under Ollie's whole regime. And also, these guys have only trained for one day. It's not like Carrick can change much tactically in one training session. So
yeah,
I feel like it's just a thing of the players understanding the fact that losing tomorrow could be a big problem in terms of progressing from the group. And 2 seasons in a row, we can't afford to go back to the Europa League. So I feel like it's on the players tomorrow. And it's going to be a tough game. Villareal are definitely going to be prepared. Emery knows Ollie's just been sacked. He knows the weaknesses. It's a fragile squad at the moment. Well, however way you try and look at it. So yeah, I think it's just a thing of Ronaldo gathering the troops and saying we have to just go out there and, do our best. And then in terms of the lineup, I don't think Van der Beek's going to start. I think he's going to try and go for the more secured approach. So he'll go with McFred. He'll go with pretty much the same lineup that Ollie went with against Watford. Besides, instead of Matic, it'll be Fred instead of Matic. And then I can't see much else changing.
But you know what it is as well. Like obviously we with Carrick and McKenna still being here, like I genuinely thought Phelan was gonna go. Like I think Romano tweeted on Twitch saying not tweeted on Twitch, said on Twitch, sorry, that Phelan is gonna go, but Carrick stopped it. And I was like, oh my days. I just personally hope, after this Villareal game, like let's say if we did win, are you man scared if we, for example, let's say this happens, we smoke Villareal, and then the board are like, let's give Carrick a few more games, and then going to be another Ollie situation where.
Nah, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt they'll do that. I highly doubt. I think
because the fans are too aware now.
No, but even if you listen to Thingy, the press conference, you heard Carrick. I'm saying Ollie, Carrick. He even said, what is it called? The way he was speaking, he knew that he's an interim and he's only here for like a few games. So,
do you reckon?
And if he got the job, there will be protests, uproar. I'll tell you, they're not dumb enough. They're dumb. The board are dumb. They're not dumb enough.
Facts. Yeah. I'm worried about the state of the club. The rot starts at the top. Yeah, man. Bro, the Glazers thing. Yeah, like I said, big up for commenting. By the way, the Glazers out thing. I can't be bothered putting my attention towards them because then I don't see them selling. Like they're making too much money. However, maybe we can put enough pressure to get footballing people at the club. I can see that. It seems the footballing structure. Like you could go get, for example, I don't know, a Van der Sar, a Ralph Ragnick who could be CEO, sort the stuff out. But you heard that? Have you man heard about the Ed Woodward thing that he might stay for a lot longer?
Yeah, he's a cockroach, man. I knew it. I said that months ago. I tweeted that months ago that I could see him staying longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I knew it.
Well, you know what? Do you remember when we got the news that Woodward's leaving? Yeah, bro. You don't understand how much. Bro, man went downstairs, upstairs, celebrating like a madman just for him to still be here. Like I'm like, oh my days.
But Ahmed, you know, even if he leaves as the CEO, he will still have a big job in the boardroom. Like he will just move. Like the name will change. He will still have the influence at the club.
Well, it'll be another banker.
Yeah, he will be. They said advisory. What does that mean? He's still controlling crap. Like we all know, it's just to get him off the spotlight. That's all it is.
Of course, but you know what it is as well. Like obviously with the whole Ollie, like we know that now Ollie's got sacked. Yeah, I'm not trying to defend the Glazers here, but I think Ollie deserved the sack, and the abuse where he's getting, I don't agree with in terms of calling him names and stuff. Okay, fair, like that shouldn't be allowed. But if you're trying to put the blame on the Glazers why Ollie failed, I think that's just moving the goalpost just to not give Ollie the criticism he rightly deserved. Because I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, the Glazers have failed and the Glazers have failed," but I don't understand why they're saying that. Like, what are you man saying about that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. listen, he's been given more money than any other manager.
Oh yeah.
Like you had a good summer. We did have a good summer. Got Varane, Ronaldo, Sancho. He spent a lot of money, man. It's on him. He just wasn't good enough. I don't know why these fans are making excuses for him, like he's some god or king, like, top manager. He wasn't. He's not good enough. Just say as it is, man.
Oh yeah.
That's
Did you watch his interview when he was saying that? You know, there was one part that made me a bit laugh where he said, "I left Molde, and then they won the I was like,
then they won the league.
Wait,
I'm
what did
like,
he say?
he's just
What did he
dissing
say?
himself.
What did he
He's
say?
like,
He said, go on, Casper. You say, go on.
Yeah, he said like every time I left Molde, they won the league the season after. So there's high expectations for the next manager.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing.
Oh.
I don't know, man. Like, I think that was an embarrassing moment. I personally don't think that interview was needed. Like, I don't think it was needed at all. Like, I don't
Sympathy.
like. Yeah, it's sympathy. It's PR, man.
They didn't do that for Jose. Okay, well, look, we understand.
But that's
Ollie's
different. So come on.
No. We understand he's a club legend and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what did they want us to cry for him or something? Like, I didn't see the point. I didn't see the point.
Oh my days! But yeah, like the thing is, obviously, what I'm worried more about tomorrow's game is that, let's say if we did lose, do you man think that they will escalate the Poch? Like they'll make sure that they'll get him as soon as possible, because I don't want them taking long. I need Poch before the Chelsea game, even though that's going to be a tough game for any manager. And Chelsea, like you never know, Chelsea might beat us even with Poch. But I feel like with Poch coming in, it's going to be a new feel at the club, and I think the players are going to respect him. I think they'll respect him, and there's a lot of players that suit him, his style of play. So I don't know how you man are feeling with the Poch rumours. Everyone knows I'm gassed about. So anyone wants to, take it. Like whoever wants to go on, Tash. Anyone.
Yeah, bro. I feel like the Glazers and the board are hoping that Carrick does well in the next couple of games to buy themselves time. In an ideal world, they want us to beat Villareal, to beat Chelsea, to beat Arsenal, just to buy them some more time.
Yeah.
But I think if things get bad, bro, they won't have a choice but to accelerate the talks with Poch.
Yeah.
Even if it's not Poch, if they still want to go this interim route because they can't get Poch, they'll have to make a plan. It's just like with Ollie, like they didn't want to sack him, but it got to a point where they had no choice, like after the weekend. So I think if we to lose tomorrow and if we're to lose to Chelsea, bro, by Arsenal, I think Poch could be our manager. Just genuinely believe. Yeah, I don't think we'll get one. I don't think we'll get Poch by Chelsea because Poch has a game on Wednesday night.
Man City, isn't it?
So I think.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah.
So
Do you think with is everyone here happy with Poch becoming the new manager? Like what anyone who's not feeling happy, like go on, like tell me what you think. Like Labila, are you not happy with the manager, or what are you saying?
Well, the thing with Poch, he's not many of our first choice. Like, he's definitely not my first choice or second choice. But that beggars can't be choosers, isn't it? If you're dying of starvation and you need to eat, you don't ask for a buffet. You get it? Like you just need to eat food. Like I'll take him. He's a better coach and whatnot. Ideally, I'd want Zidane, Ten Hag even. Poch, obviously, look, any manager that comes in, there's no guarantee. Like, people believe Ten Hag is a guarantee that he's going to succeed at United. There's no guarantee, number one. I prefer Ten Hag, and probably the ceiling, he has a higher ceiling, and probably he's got a more of a future, I'd say. But then working with this board, there is no guarantees, as I said. I'll take Poch happily right now. I'll pick him up from Paris. But I would also pick up Zidane from wherever he is, Spain or Paris. So, what are you saying, realist? What are you saying?
Yeah, man, I'd be happy with Pochettino. I like him a lot. I wanted him last summer when we were linked with him.
Me too.
Yeah, man. Listen, he's a good manager. He's not elite. Like, he's not my first choice. My first choice is Zidane now. But what he did with Tottenham was fantastic. I know he didn't win anything, right? But it's Tottenham. You know what I mean? Like, got into the Champions League final. Yeah, he developed those players. Plays youth. Yeah, and the system that he had at Tottenham was brilliant, man. Like, he was doing good. It's just the final hurdle. He didn't have that. He didn't have that extra backing. You know what I mean? From Levy, and that's why the squad got stale.
Yeah.
and the players down tools and stuff like that. But I'd be happy with him. He's going to get more money here as well. And we've got a much better squad, man. We've got some players actually suited for his style of play as well. So get him in, man. Don't waste time.
There's one thing I worry about, yeah, guys. Do you think he works well with egos?
Can I say
He's
something?
struggling at PSG.
Go on, guys.
There are both for and against for that. Obviously, because he has managed Harry Kane, bro, quite well.
Nah, but Harry Kane,
you can
was
see
in
now,
2016.
Poch is gone. No, but look now, Poch is gone, and now all of a sudden in the summer he's not turning up for training and that. Like Poch managed to keep the situation calm.
No. But no, Harry Kane, Son, these players in 16, 17, they were good players, but they weren't on that pedestal where
Harry Kane was winning.
Had the ego.
Harry Kane was regarded as the best striker in the world.
Yeah,
after
man
was in the team of the year.
That's when. Let's be real, guys. When he broke through 2015, 2016, 2017, I think after the Champions League, that's where I think Harry Kane became like a big figure in the state that he can push his weight around in the club. You get it? I think after Champions League, and after Champions League, Poch got sacked. I'm not saying Harry Kane is the fault that he got sacked, but what I'm saying is very, very like in a few months' time he was sacked. So what I'm saying is, look, we can see he's not liking PSG, and even though they're top of the league, he's not enjoying PSG, and he wants to leave. He wants to come back to England. But then United have they're used to getting big signings, big players, with big egos. I just don't know how that's going to work out. But then you can say the same for Ten Hag. So,
but look at Tuchel. Look at what happened with Tuchel at PSG. He even said the same thing. Like, managing PSG is tough. Like, you have to manage, I think, the families or something like that, friends, whatever, certain people. Mate, it's a proper tough job at PSG. He's got Neymar. You can't drop Neymar because if you drop Neymar for no reason, the whole dressing room falls apart probably. You know what I mean?
But if he drops Neymar, oh my god!
It's not even drop. If he has an argument with Neymar or Messi, it's finished.
Neymar will probably just go to Tuchel and just nutmeg him in training or something. That's what he'll probably do. But
the thing is with Tuchel in Chelsea, who's got a bigger name than Tuchel? Who can talk? No one can talk to Tuchel. No one can. There's no.
Can I say something about the egos? By the way, the egos thing is that I personally don't think we've got as many egos as PSG because I'm looking at the team right now. Pogba's a big figure, but I don't think he has a bad ego. I think he has I think he's very well respected in the changing room. You can clearly see he's got a big voice in the changing room as well. So I think Pogba's good vibes. Like there's nothing bad about him. Whereas with Neymar and Mbappe's just a crybaby. Like it is what it is. Neymar. I love Neymar, bro. He's a baller. He's one of my favorite players. But you can tell that if something's not going well, he's gonna he's just gonna moan about it as well. And Messi, he's quiet, but you can tell that he's probably moaning as well. Like the man's
but Ahmed, you know what I mean here by big egos? I don't necessarily mean big egos in the sense of like people like Messi, Ronaldo, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's players in the United team that think they're bigger than what they are.
Name them.
Maguire.
I think he thinks he's bigger than what he is.
He isn't easily handled Maguire.
No. But you know what I mean? Look. If something happens in that club, 9 times out of 10, the board will be on the player's side because if he says I want to drop or I want to sell Maguire, the board are saying we paid 80 million for him. That's not happening. Let's be real.
But you know what it is with Maguire? He needs humbling.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of
100%.
players need humbling in that team. But some of them are on big paychecks and they were bought for a lot of money.
That lot as well, man. He needs a humbling. A big humbling. Diogo Dalot, man, he needs a humbling and a heart, man. Honestly. This man had the audacity. Have you seen that Champions League thing? They made basically a Diogo Dalot fail comp, bro. It was a Danjuma comp, yeah? But it ended up just being him tearing Diogo to shreds. That would not happen.
Poch might teach Wan-Bissaka how to cross, maybe, hopefully.
No, man. Poch will play Dalot. He's going to turn
Dalot. No, he would not. No.
You know what I'm excited?
He likes Aaron, bro. He wanted Aaron at Tottenham, bro.
Nah, it's not happening.
He wanted Aaron, bro.
Bro, I don't know how you can play right back for Man United when you're slide tackling crosses into the box.
He won't play Wan-Bissaka. He won't play Wan-Bissaka.
Bro, but you can be. What's Dalot good at, fam? Has anybody actually seen this guy have a good game?
Give it a chance.
Like people talking about Ole having that. No. Like this guy was benched by Ashley Young, bro. Like honestly,
Yeah, but
let's
Mourinho wasn't smoking.
Yeah, Ole as well. He benched Ashley Young for both.
Ole's a clown. Ole was picking.
Nah,
Ole
Mourinho
dropped
did
down
the
beat.
same. Mourinho did the same. Dalo didn't play on the Mourinho. He didn't play on the Ole. He don't play on the no one, bro.
But listen. Let me say something. Let me say something, Casper. Yeah, about the fullbacks. Yeah, this is what I'm absolutely buzzing about Poch here. Like, I'm excited for the players and how they're going to develop, because I'm looking at Mason Greenwood and I'm looking at Rashford and I'm looking at Martial. I don't particularly think that they're.
Speaking to his girlfriend.
Yo, my brother just came in like after school. Oh my days! Right, anyway, what was I saying about Mason Greenwood? Yeah, like with Mason and Martial and Rashford, like as good as Martial is all around, I don't really think he needs developing in terms of like his game needs to improve. I think he's got everything in his game. I just think he needs that extra push, and that's what gives me with Martial. But like when you look at Rashford and Mason, they've been doing the same thing for years. Like in terms of how they're playing, like Rashford's not developed. Mason's not developed. And you saw what he did with Harry Kane. Like, if you think about it like this, when Harry Kane was first at Spurs, he wasn't a bigger talent than Mason. Like, Mason's talent was probably, he had a higher ceiling than Harry Kane. But I think what got Harry Kane to be the player he is his mentality in terms of, like, I want to be the best. And that's why he was so consistent, top scorer. So that's what I'm gassed about with the Pochettino. And man had, like, who did he have? Danny Rose, Trippier. He had them fullbacks, absolutely balling.
Walker as well.
Kyle Walker as well. Come on, man! Like we've got
imagine
Dallo.
Martial if Mourinho didn't come to Man United. Imagine Martial now. He was actually good for Mourinho, good, man. No. But Mourinho disrespected him massively. Like he benched him every single game, even though he did all his best on the pitch, ran through play, scoring goals from the bench, and everything, man. And he just got sat on the bench and frozen out. And he got taken his number 9 shirt off twice. Firstly for Lukaku, now for Zlatan, and then Lukaku. Twice he got his number 9 taken off him. Then Alexis Sanchez comes in, takes his spot. Like Anthony Martial might have been one of the most talented teenagers we have seen in our era. Like he was different if you think about it. This man was getting Ballon d'Or shouts. He won the Golden Boy thingy. Like this man's talent at the age of 17, 18, 19 was crazy. Like his talent then is bigger than what Greenwood is now and Rashford is now.
Oh, hold it, bro.
Like,
it's not even close.
Martial is the most talented, bro. He was different gravy.
If you look at Martial, by the way, like obviously I'm not comparing players on like I love them both, but when you look at Martial at 19 years of age, and when you look at this current Mason at 19, as good as Mason is when it comes to finishing, Martial under Van Gaal was different gravy. Like this guy. Like his talent was higher than Mbappe back then. Like he was more talked about than Mbappe. Obviously, Mbappe has developed into the better player, even though Martial has the higher ceiling. But for me,
that's not true, Ahmed. Mbappe was much better than.
Martial is a left winger though.
Mbappe is better than Martial currently, and he's developed into a better player. But I'm talking about his ceiling when they were younger, like their ceiling. Like, I think Martial had a higher ceiling in terms of, I think he had a higher potential. It's the same with, like, Dembele.
I think he was a better technical footballer and whatnot. But when we were watching...
Finishing as well.
When Mbappe made his breakthrough season in the Champions League and he was smashing it with Monaco that season, we all know what Mbappe was going to become.
Martial was different, though.
There's a comment here, by the way, I want to talk about from Big Up, by the way, AP06. He says this might be an unpopular opinion with you lot, but I honestly think Pogba needs to go. What are you man saying? Because I disagree, but I want to hear what you guys think.
I'm not sure how. I'll just say this quickly. I'm not sure how Poch will integrate Pogba in his system. And like when we look at, especially, I don't want to use Southampton because Southampton is it's not a good comparison. But when we look at Spurs in that midfield, he had Dembele, Wanyama, is it?
Yeah.
Some other and Dele Alli in front of him, and those two are pretty much a very physical workhorse kind of thing. I think the way Poch likes to play is he likes his team to be very energetic, pressing. In some cases similar to Klopp, but not in the way they play, but in the pressing way and whatnot, and the energy and just relentlessness. I think Pogba, he would get a tune out of him,
Yeah.
But I think in the long term, I'm not sure if he would be the midfielder he would want.
Because he was playing a 4-2. Because with Poch, he was playing a
Yeah.
4-2-3-1. He had Moussa Dembele
Yeah.
as in a pivot, and he was the other guy.
Victor Wanyama, I think.
Victor Wanyama. And he also had, this is the interesting one, by the way. I think Donny van de Beek can be our Dele Alli in a way. And I also think with Pogba, the only way the only way he can integrate Pogba is do what he did with an Eriksen, play a creative play out wide. Or he could he could do that.
You're right.
Yeah.
But then we've got too many wide players. We've got Sancho, Rashford, Greenwood.
He can even because Poch uses a diamond as well. He can even play Pogba in a diamond as well.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
No, I can't lie. I think Pogba has to go, man. I think he has to go. Like, he's been my favorite player for times. Ever since he's my favorite player. Every year I have to get a Pogba shirt, man. But I think he has to go. Like, he just has to commit, man, honestly. Like, he either just has to say now, sign the contract or leave. Because Paul Pogba, even though he's a very, very good player and we definitely play better with him, we can. He's not now become. Before in 2018 and he was like, that's the guy. But Paul Pogba is not the guy anymore. We have multiple players. We have Varane, we have Ronaldo, Sancho. We have multiple people that can now come in. Van de Beek now as well, who can replace him, like, sort of. We got players now that are not the guy anymore. We got more players that are like.
Casper, I think he's going to leave anyway.
Yeah, 100% he's
Pogba,
leaving.
by the way.
But I think he has to go, man.
The thing is with Pogba, this is my stance on Pogba, and he's my favourite player as well. At the start of the season, people think, he only had one good game against Leeds because he got 4 assists. But at the start of the season, early on, and quite in the middle as well, Rashford was injured, and he's been playing off the left all the time. So, and he's been shelling it. He's been doing bits on that side. And even when he got moved back to a pivot, he was playing well. I'm pretty sure in the Champions League against Atalanta, when Oli brought him on, he changed the whole game, and then we made a comeback. Like, he was vital. I think he's playing bad right now. Like, he's only been playing bad for 3 games in a row or something. He got a red card against Liverpool, and he didn't really do well against the second half against Atalanta. But for me, I don't like how we're dilly-dallying with Pogba. Like, I've never seen such a player that's so good as him being moved around like he's McTominay or something. Like, for me,
I think Pogba's had enough. He's going to leave.
But Bruno van der Beek and right now.
He does.
Oh yeah, this is a good point, by the way. Bruno van der Beek and right now Matic potentially buying New Dean. I don't think with Poch. I think he'll start Bruno, but
Poch wanted Bruno.
Yeah, he did.
So
do you want Bruno?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a big Bruno.
He almost went to Tottenham.
And he did.
Then they got Lo Celso instead.
Yeah.
They got the Celso. Oh yeah.
Did he want Van der Beek as well?
He wanted Donny and anyone wanted Martial.
Yeah, he wanted Donny as well. Martial. Bro, this squad it's a Poch squad.
Bro, Martial is gonna cook under like.
I think there's a few players that I think is not a Poch. I think Ronaldo is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Ronaldo's probably the least Poch player in the whole team.
Yeah.
But then you could think of it.
I mean, who's he playing at PSG? For the Icardi?
Oh, sometimes he plays Messi in the false 9. Sometimes he'll play Icardi, but he doesn't really fancy Icardi. He doesn't look like.
No,
so
Icardi
just depends.
Icardi's awful, man. He's awful.
Mm.
I don't think he's good. The thing is, that's a good comment there about Ronaldo. Like, obviously, he's going to start Ronaldo. He might not be his player in terms of his style, but I think there's a lot of players. You know what it is with the Ten Hag thing? Everyone's shouting Ten Hag. Like Nabil said, he has a higher ceiling as a coach. Whereas with Poch, I know what I'm getting with Poch because of the Premier League, and he's worked under a smaller, what's it called? He didn't have the best of budgets. Yeah, exactly. So I feel more secure with Poch, whereas Ten Hag might be the next big thing, innit? But this team right now suits Poch more than it does a Ten Hag. I don't know if you might agree, but yeah.
Because the thing with Ten Hag is obviously with the football he plays, he needs technical players.
Yeah.
Like he needs players that are going to survive in a very high possession-based system, which we've obviously got a few of those. We've got your Van der Beeks, you've got Sancho, you've got Martial, even players who can thrive in that system. But marginally, more of our players are more direct. So your Rashfords and your Freds and these type of, even like your McTominays. So I don't think this team is that. If we were to get Ten Hag, I don't think it's that far from making it a Ten Hag team. I'd say 2 summers
two windows, and he could start shaping it in his vision. But I think at this point in time, it's more of a Pochettino squad than it is
100%. I think it's more of a
squad.
Pochettino squad. Yeah, because like you know what it is with Poch, even if he doesn't get them, let's say he gets his second choice or third choice, he'll still get a tune out of that player.
Yeah, he will.
So that's why I'm excited about him. Like, if you look at this current squad right now, go on the bill, go on.
Ahmed, I'll be real. If we had a good board that had a structure and whatnot, Ten Hag would be the ideal one.
100%.
But
100%.
I think when there's no structure in the club, and you need results on the field and upstairs at the same time, you need to like do a bit of both. I think Poch probably can just get it going right now. Probably
100%. Bro. He did it with Levy as well. Come on,
yeah,
that's
with
why
a
I'm
tight
saying
budget,
Poch.
and people think. I'm just gonna cut.
Yeah, that's cool.
People think that in his last season of Spurs that he just lost the dressing room and whatnot. Levy refused to freshen up the team. He said that this team is aging and we need to rebuild basically. And
That's
this
good
guy
point.
literally didn't open his pockets after the Champions
How many
League.
players did they buy? How many players did they buy in that season?
And Dombele?
And Dominic
Yeah, they brought in Dom.
and Lo Celso in the
And Lo Celso, but Lo Celso was like it wasn't a straight. I think they loaned him first, and then they bought him like officially after Poch had left. I think that's what happened.
No, they got Lo Celso in the summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
And it wasn't even enough.
Exactly, yeah. And you know what it is as well? Like, if you look at this current team that we have right now, from the goalkeeper to the attack, like, he had Lloris. He's not really good with his feet. De Gea's probably better than him, even on the ground. So, for me, De Gea he's fine to work with. You've got Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. Like, I know Wan-Bissaka, like, he's not good technically on the ball, but you never know. The thing is, that's a good point. Like, I don't think he's going to play him. I know Casper disagrees, but the thing is with Poch, because he's such a good manager in terms of developing the players, like, I know it's probably going to be really hard to make Wan-Bissaka all of a sudden amazing on the ball, but he could probably get a tune out of him. But I don't think he's going to start him. That's what I'm trying to say.
But Ahmed, Poch played Aurier right back, and he can't defend.
Aurier's crap as well, to be honest.
But the thing with Aurier was, as much as it was shit, as much as Aurier was shit, he was getting forward. He was playing very high at times, and he was doing some stuff going offensively. I think Dalot could do a similar or better job, definitely a better job than Aurier.
The only good thing about like the things with Wan-Bissaka, his athleticism. Like, he's good. Like, he's good at recovering. He can burst forward, but he doesn't. I don't know if he has the ability to play in the Poch system, because Trippier had a very good cross on him. He was quite decent. Yeah, he was pretty good technically, and like he still is pretty decent, Trippier. Like, but that's why I'm trying to like. I think he's got a good backup in Wan-Bissaka, and he's got Dalot. He's got Laird as well coming. I've not really watched Laird, but I've heard good things about him. Like, he's got Laird. He's got good depth in the left back. He's got Luke Shaw. He can even play Dalot as a left back, to be honest. Like, he's played.
Yeah, he could.
Now we've got Tellers.
Tellers as well. I can't wait for Tellers. Like, I feel like me too, man. Tellers was better than Danny Rose, 100%. So Tellers is gonna cook. Luke Shaw, he managed Luke Shaw at Southampton. Got a tune out with him. But for me, with Luke Shaw, it's not really his footballing ability. It's just his mentality, man. I don't think he's got it to be. I don't think he's mentally strong enough. Like you see how he look. Like, I'm not trying to like body shame him, but he doesn't really look.
He's fat.
Mobile.
Overweight, bro.
Yo, Casper.
Just say as
Savage.
is, man.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Whether he's fit or not, he's fast. Like, he's up and down at times.
Luke Shaw, I don't think Luke Shaw bombs forward enough, man. Like, at the amount of times
not this season, but last season he was doing it a bit.
He was doing it a bit.
He can carry the ball. That's one of his best assets, I'd say, but he doesn't do it often enough. I just think, like Ahmed said, like, Luke Shaw's biggest problem is its application more than anything.
Oh yeah. Facts.
Like, he's definitely got the ability, but now this is the third, fourth manager that he's been under, and they've all had the same problems. Like LVG, when he first came in, he said to him, "You don't have a choice. You're going to have to slim down because you're going to be up and down."
Yeah.
And obviously he got the injury, so we didn't really get to see that. And Jose came in, and Jose obviously he doesn't like Luke Shaw's footballing brain. He thinks he can't think for himself. So that is another problem.
What did he say? His body, my brain.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He basically said, I think there was, because you know how he's a left back and he was next to Mourinho, and Mourinho was next to him, and like he was saying that, oh, Luke Shaw played well today, and Mourinho was like, no, I'm not going to give him credit because it was his body, my brain. Like, he was constantly telling them what to do the whole game. Like, he's babysitting him in a way.
Okay.
So that's what I understand what I think. I think Mourinho is right about Luke Shaw. He had a pretty decent season last season, but he's not followed it up. So he's up and down, Luke Shaw, man. Like,
and you know what it is, yeah. I think for all the players, I think when we get Poch new slate, I think Poch could get something out of Luke Shaw 100%. I think the way he played last season is just not a coincidence. I think he's got that ability. We all said it. The application is needed, and I think as we said, he's a good manager too, man manager. Like Poch has developed a lot of players, isn't it? So I think he could get
the young players are going to love him. I think the young players are going to adore Poch. Like the likes of Mason, the likes of Hannibal, Diallo. I think they're going to like. You can tell with like. I'm not just saying, oh, he's just a nice guy, but you can tell with Poch, there's nothing. You can't fall out with him. Like he's a nice guy. He knows when he needs to be hard on people. Like he's just like. And the one thing that I'm scared of is that I don't want Pochettino to come without his coaching staff. Like
he brings it everywhere he goes. He brings it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm scared about. I don't want McKenna and I don't want Carrick. Like I don't even know if
they need to go. They need to go. All of them.
So Dan, hang on a second. Wait, like that's a fact, right? Like he always brings them no matter what.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Do you reckon the board will allow him to do that?
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Look, I said it, Ahmed. I said it to you. I think was it you or I can't remember, but I said it already that I think was it Fabrizio said that they don't want to get rid of the coach and stuff because they've invested already in them and they want them as a long term in the club. They said that. Fabrizio said that.
Do you know why I'm kind of scared about it? It's because when Mourinho came in, he was with Carrick and McKenna. So that's why I'm really worried about Pochettino coming in with and having McKenna and thinking because
No. Carrick and McKenna came in second season when he got
second season, and then that's when we started dipping. Because remember, he had what's that guy's name? Villareal. And then he left, and then we started conceding bare goals because he was more like the defensive coach. So obviously, it's clear to see that this backroom staff has been a problem for years now. What I would say is, I don't think all of them are going to stay. So let's say Poch comes in next week. I think Phelan's gone. I think he will go with Oli because I think that was expected. Like when Oli first got sacked, Fabrizio said Oli and Phelan are going together. Then obviously they didn't know that Carrick was going to be the interim for Villareal, and then Carrick requested that Phelan stayed. So then,
facts.
So then,
that's probably Oli trying to get back into the job. Knock knock.
Not lying. If we're gonna keep Carrick, Phelan and McKenna, we might as well just keep Oli as well because they are a team, my friend.
I'll be real. I'm intrigued to see tomorrow.
No, Poch with Phelan, Carrick and McKenna is not going to do much difference.
His interviews are so dull, by the way. Like Carrick, like he's got.
They are.
Like I'm not trying to maybe that's just his personality, but I'm watching it. I'm like, where's your personality? Like I think
at least one of them will stay between Carrick and McKenna. I think one will go and one will stay. One of them is definitely going to stay, in my opinion.
McKenna's going to go back to Carrick then, 100%. And Carrick's going to be sideman. Watch.
Yeah, something like that.
I was going to say as well, I want to ask this question. If Poch does come, what's your expectation for the season? And are you going to be like, are you going to give him time or are you expecting him to do something straight away with the squad? Or what are you feeling?
Giving him 2
Anyone
years.
Can go back. 2 years.
He's got. I already said it. I tweeted it. I said he's got to win trophies. That's the expectation. For me, win a league title, Champions League, go for it. Just win trophies. That's what we brought you in to do. That's what you need to do as well. It's not just this pretty football that I'm looking at or developing players. You need to win trophies, man. That's my expectation. Or FA Cup this season as well, we can still go for. Even the Champions League, I think we can win it as well.
The Champions League. We've got a good chance in the Champions League. Like, obviously, the draws have to be kind with us. Like, you see, like I know people might say, "Oh, he got lucky in terms of like when you reached the final because of the last minute against City with the VAR." But at the end of the day, he got there at the end. So, like, it's not like his record is off in the Champions League. And when he was at PSG as well with the Champions League last season, he came across Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Man City. He lost to Man City. Like I know he lost quite badly, but they're a great team, Man City. So it's not like his fixtures last season with PSG was very, very it was proper tough. That's why I'm like, yeah, he should reach the final, but he's coming across amazing teams. So it depends on the draw as well. And I genuinely feel like with Poch, is he better than Klopp, Pep, and Tuchel? I don't think so. But can he challenge? I'm expecting him to challenge this season.
No, not this season. Not this season.
For the
This
Premier
season,
League.
they're out.
I generally feel like so he's going to get top 4. But how many points are we on? Is it 17?
17.
Well,
We're 5
we're like
behind.
11.
5 behind fourth.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
5.
but then it's first against. Yeah, we're fucked.
Wait, hang on. Who's top? Chelsea's top, right?
Chelsea's top.
Chelsea, yeah.
And how many points have they got?
20.
Hold on.
Yeah, we ain't challenging. Never mind.
Yeah, no ways, bro. Challenge.
I didn't know
Especially
that.
because now Chelsea this weekend we're definitely losing. So that's we're even further down the table.
If Carrick gets the Chelsea, and we play on the Carrick,
Oh, we're gonna get slapped.
We're gonna get smoked, bro. I said it after Watford. It's gonna be worse than City. I said it. It's gonna be so bad.
100%.
So,
That's what I thought, guys. Do you think it's better if you get Poch after Chelsea? Because it's a loss either way.
I don't think
yeah,
it will
it's a
come
loss either way,
man.
bro.
It won't come in either way, bro.
Yeah, it's too premature. It's too early. It's too early.
I'm still saying before, though. You never know.
No.
Poch might do some next,
No, but like what I want to do is like you have him in, you see him at the match, like he's at the match then,
Yeah.
but he's not coaching team or nothing, and then he comes in on the Monday.
I don't know
But my
what he actually-
expectation for Poch,
Wait,
bro, honestly,
Yeah, go on.
trophy
His
and
fixture.
top 4, man. Simple.
We said that again,
Trophy
Casper.
and
Top
top
4 and what? Top 4 and
Trophy.
what?
Top 4 and a
so
trophy.
FA
man.
Cup basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
or
or Champions League, man. He
Okay.
can get the Champions League, bro. I don't mind.
Fair play.
But wait, what's the obviously the past 8 years? I think is it the quarterfinal is the most we've is that the furthest we've reached in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah,
with
we
Sevilla,
played
innit?
Bayern. We played
No,
Bayern.
Barca.
And,
Bro,
oh
we
yes,
need-
Barca.
You know what it is,
Barca,
yeah.
yes.
We really need to top this group because if we come second, we're gonna come across the people that came first, innit, in the group.
Yeah.
Bayern.
So no, we need to
Bayern, man.
We
No.
can't lose tomorrow. That's what I said. We can't.
That's what I'm
lose
trying to
tomorrow.
say, yeah.
We need minimum a draw, and then we have to beat Young Boys, and then we're good.
Yeah,
Is it home or
yeah.
away the game, by the way? Is it
Away,
out?
Away. We're going to Spain.
Oh,
bro.
that's even worse.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my! Because the thing is with Carrick, like I said, like he's gonna start the same players with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like he was starting. Like I still reckon that I think Donny will still play. Like I think he's gonna play Donny and McTominay. I don't think he's gonna start Matic. He's probably gonna play Bruno, Rashford, and all them. I don't think he'll start Martial. But for me,
Yeah, he won't.
I think like if I was gonna tell you who are the players like you're excited about the most with Poch coming in, you can say everyone, but for me, the one that I'm excited about the most is just simply the fullbacks.
Mm. Yeah, bro. If Pochettino comes in, I think in January or in the summer, I think he will get Kieran Trippier. Purely just because the club has been linked with him. We've been in talks. We were trying to sign him in the summer. He's a player Poch has already managed. So I think that's one position they might just go, okay, cool. We've got the Trippier deal lined up. And yeah, or probably get Trippier along.
So
And
we'll
then-
have 3 right backs.
No, I think Dallo will go to Roma. Because
I
Jose
beg
wants
he
him.
leaves, man. I beg he
Jose.
leaves for
Jose
the
wants him at
life
Roma.
of me, man.
On the road,
Honestly.
no. What is Wan-Bissaka worth if we sold him today?
20 mil.
25?
Yeah, 25 on the 30 because he's English and he's young.
No.
30 more. So Dan James's price, essentially.
Depreciation is mad.
We sold Dan James for a good amount of money, to be honest.
Exactly.
You know, United's like a showroom. You go in there, you buy a car, you buy a player, and when you go out, it's depreciated. Like it's mad.
100, yeah. By the way, I was going to ask you, do you reckon with Poch coming in, do you reckon that he's going to start Matic?
I don't know. Matic.
maybe not.
The thing is with Poch is obviously because his teams run a lot and he likes this thing of high energy. I think he's definitely going to prefer someone like Fred to Matic. But the thing is, Matic's skill sets are so unique to any other midfielder we have. So he might actually. The thing is, like, it's hard to put Pochettino's frame of mind from Tottenham into this Man United team. Like, we're not sure. Like, he might come in and not rate. I don't know. Who's an example? He might rate Scott McTominay more than the fan base does, for example. Like I just don't know. So we'll have
Every
to
manager
see.
loves McTominay, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, Jose loved it, bro.
Everyone.
Mourinho doesn't like ballers anyway, bro. Like we saw. Like I don't. Like, for me, I don't think McTominay will start on the Poch. I don't think he has.
Yeah,
I think McTominay is probably the one player that's probably not even going to touch bench for me. Like he's got there's no skill set, there's no attribute that I like about McTominay. Like, there's nothing about him. If he wasn't tall, he wouldn't be in the Premier League. He wouldn't be a Premier League player. I genuinely don't think he's a Premier League player. Like does he even get into the Norwich midfield? He's not better than Billy Gilmore.
Oh
So-
no, it's not, bro.
He's not even. He plays centre back for his country. Like he's not even good as a centre back for Scotland. So nah, man. This McTominay, he's
McTominay is someone we need to clear house. He's one of the players that needs to.
You know, on a real note, yeah, when is the earliest we're gonna get Poch? Because when are they playing? What's the PSG fixtures looking in the next?
Isn't it Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
The
Wednesday.
earliest will be Friday, bro. I'm telling you.
He's
Yeah.
coming to
Are they playing on the
Manchester.
weekend?
He's coming
Are they
to
playing on the
Manchester on
weekend?
Wednesday.
Are they
You're
playing on the
playing
weekend?
City.
He's playing on the.
Uh,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they playing on the weekend?
they're playing Saint Etienne the same day we play Chelsea.
Saturday or Sunday? Saturday.
Sunday, 28th.
Sunday, yeah.
What is that?
How beautiful would it be, by the way, guys, if Poch came in and he smoked Arsenal?
Oh, poetic.
I'm
they've got a-
I'm going to be so shameless if we do that because these
I'm getting the
Arsenal,
violins out.
bro, these Arsenal. No, because
Right, Liverpool humbled them though. I'm not hearing too much talk from Arsenal fans over the past few days.
No,
Well,
I
thinking
am
of-
unfortunately, man. These lot are giving it the big in, and rightfully so. They're above us in the league, man. It's
No, but you know what it
crazy.
is with Arsenal, yeah. Like, even though I think Arteta's better than Ole, yeah, and I can give some sort of respect with Arteta because he won an FA Cup with Arsenal, but it's just the Arsenal fans. Like anything that goes well for them for a few games, they just get so excited. Like you saw Ramsdale made a few good saves, and apparently he's the next Neuer now, according to them. So I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
bro,
Like,
they just get carried away.
No, but I
Like,
don't
like-
blame them, man. It's 17 years. A whole generation hasn't
Hey,
seen
well, we can't say that.
Premier League.
It's going to be 17 years for us soon. Like,
Bro,
We haven't touched 10. We haven't touched 10 yet.
Bro,
I don't
said
care,
to you,
man. We can
I
be
will have
shameless. as
grey
well.
hair, man, and we will be in League 3. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man.
oh my days, blood, yeah.
So we are only going downwards, bro. And I feel like it's more because of the structure at the club. It's not really the owners, but it's more because of the owners. The structure
Yeah.
is shit.
Yeah.
Do you
You know what it is
Because
as well, like.
we
you know
do
what-
spend money. That's not
Yeah,
the
yeah, we
problem.
do. But you know what it is as well. Like this is obviously we're all excited in some sort of way, like that Poch is coming. But I genuinely feel like this fan base is going to move crazy to Poch. By the way, and not in a good way.
100%. 100%.
Like
Yeah,
I genuinely feel like I can see them turning on Poch in a few months, in 1 month or
There's
so.
there's,
and
there's
saying, "Look,
division. There's so much division already. There's
Yeah,
these people
that's why
sucking
someone
off Ten
asked
Hag.
me. Yeah, someone asked me earlier today, like, do you want Sir Alex to come back? I was like, no chance, bro, because he's going to get abused because the fan base is just fucked up at the moment, man.
Oh yeah.
And if Sir Alex comes back, bro, he will get hate if he doesn't win every single game, man. Because at the moment, the fan base is just too divided to just come
Ferguson
together. and
shouldn't even
support
be.
the team, man.
Ferguson shouldn't even have a say at this club, let alone like be the manager. Like he should just be at home chilling. Like because I'm hearing reports saying that they value his opinion, but he doesn't have any power at the club. But that's technically saying that he
What?
does have some. No, have you not
Yeah,
heard that?
He's just there for vibes.
Bro,
the Poch thing, because he definitely likes Poch.
Yeah.
100%.
So I think that might hold some weight in the decision that they're gonna make.
Obviously, because I was going to say as well, like I've said why I wanted Poch, but does this scare you in terms of like why the board want him so badly? Because we all know this board, they don't know football. And does it not scare you the fact they're so adamant in getting Poch straight away? Because do you think, oh, he's just going to be a yes man and they're not going to throw a lot of money because they saw what he did with Spurs and like he's not going to complain if he doesn't get too much money? Like, why do you reckon the board's so adamant in getting him? Because I genuinely like, there's no way it's not because of football and reasons because they don't even know who Ten Hag is. I don't think. But
I think he just, in terms of Poch, I always say it, the reason they've liked him for so long is because he fits the Glazer mantra. If you look at the fact that he worked under Daniel Levy, he won't throw his toys around the pram if he doesn't get what he wants. Like if he doesn't get first targets, it's not like he's going to call them out in the media or whatever. He's obviously he's not as much of a yes man as people make him out to be, but he's not the most demanding manager that there is. And he obviously plays the youth. He plays attractive football. And that's why but also it could be a good thing that they like him so much because maybe they might just back him fully. Like if he says, okay, I want this player, the Glazers might look at it and be like, okay, this is a manager we actually getting behind. We like him, so we'll back him. And they might give him the players he wants. So that might be a good thing because a lot of the reason why they didn't give Moyes what he wanted is because the hierarchy, bar Ferguson, they didn't want Moyes. Ed Woodward never wanted Moyes to begin with, so they were never going to give him his first choices because they were just like, yeah, this isn't really the manager that I wanted anyway. So yeah, it could be a good thing that they like him so much.
Okay. I was going to say, like, just you man, name me the predicted lineup for tomorrow's game, and also tell me what you reckon the score is going to be. Like, we'll start with realist. Go on, you tell me what you think he's going to like. What do you reckon the lineup's going to be for tomorrow's game?
It's going to be 4-2-3-1. De Gea in goal. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka. Fred and McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Ronaldo, and Greenwood.
Greenwood is ill, man. Greenwood is ill.
Yeah, Greenwood still has COVID. Still got COVID.
Sancho. Okay.
Yeah, and then my predictions is 1-0 Villareal.
1-0 Villareal. Okay. What are you saying, Nabil?
Yeah, I think same team as realist, but I think Van der Beek will play instead of Fred. Probably, yeah, Fred. And scoreline, I can see it getting worse. I think we're gonna lose. I have a feeling we're gonna lose. Like, I think we're gonna lose like a 3-1. It could be a 3. This is what I genuinely feel. I feel like I just want to say it quickly.
Yeah,
I feel like the players are not satisfied. Satisfied, and they think that there's reports that saying that there has been no change. It's basically Oli all over again.
Facts,
and that's why I think. I think the players' mood is still going to be down, and there's not going to be like a, the new manager jump, like the little buzz we get.
It's the same self, bro. Because it's the same self.
It's the same thing. This man has been coaching the players, so there is no difference in the way we play. That's what I think. What could you possibly say? Express yourself. Like, why were you not saying that 6 weeks ago? I don't know. But
you know why I don't think there'll be a bounce as well? Like, as soon as I've said this before, and as soon as I heard Carrick say I have similar ideas to Ole, that's when I'm like, yeah, there's no bounce. We're probably going to get slapped against Villareal.
Yeah, it's true though. Like, Villareal at home, we literally scraped to win. Let's be real, isn't it? So I think we could touch 3-1 maybe.
3-1.
I think 3-1.
Okay. What do you think, Casper?
I think Carrick will try to do some changes just so they think, it's something different from Ole. So I think it'll be De Gea in goal. I think Wan-Bissaka will start. I think Lindelof, Maguire, and Telles maybe. And then I think Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, Ronaldo, and
Dan James. No, I'm joking.
Dan James, yeah. I'm glad he's gone, man. But I think it'll be Sancho,
yeah. What are you saying, Tash? Lastly, what are you saying?
Yeah, pretty much. I think he'll go pretty much with a similar lineup to what we fielded against Watford. So De Gea, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, McTominay and Fred, Bruno, Sancho, Rashford, Ronaldo.
All right.
And then score prediction, I think it'll be 2-2. I think we're gonna be losing. We're gonna be losing 2-0 at halftime, and we're gonna come back and it's gonna be 2-2.
I'll be honest, by the way, these comebacks. I think I've had enough of these comebacks.
Nah,
bro.
As long as it leads, listen to this. As long as these comebacks lead us to winning something, I'm happy. But under Ollie, these comebacks were like.
No, I think the comeback judge has gone. I don't think there will be any more comebacks. That was only last season. A few games this season.
You reckon, by the way, if we drew to Watford, this wouldn't have happened? By the way, like they wouldn't have got rid of him.
He would have stayed, bro. I think. I was watching. I can't remember which YouTube channel I was watching yesterday, but someone was saying that they reckon had it stayed 2-1, they would have kept him. It's just that the fact that there was a third goal and the fourth goal that just made it like it made him untenable, basically.
Yeah. And last question as well for you everyone. Do you reckon now Poch is coming that players like Martial, Donny van der Beek, and possibly Pogba will now stay? Because I've heard some people saying that Donny van der Beek still wants to leave in January, but maybe Poch coming in might convince him to stay. Like, what are you?
Pogba's gone, man. Pogba's gone.
Yeah,
Pogba is gone, man.
Okay. What about for Martial and Donny?
Donny might stay.
If they get game time, they'll stay.
So do you reckon the only way for Pogba was to stay was to either get Conte or Zidane?
Now, I think
Yeah.
regardless if we got Conte or Zidane, I think he would leave. Number one,
Now
so he'll
Zidane
get
he
more
would
money.
say.
He'll get more money.
Zidane, he would stay. Yeah.
No, Zidane, I'm not sure, but I think he'll get more money if he leaves, regardless. And he's been
Yeah.
here for 6 years, and he knows the board, and he's just saying there's no point. Don't waste
He's probably just going to ball out with Mbappe at Madrid anyway. So
Yeah, why not?
I don't think he's going to give this board another chance. And the fact that we're going to lose him on a free, like, I'm not surprised. Like, we're going to lose him on a free again.
I'll get rid of him in January, to be honest, and then.
How much is he going to go for? What, 40 mil or something like that?
50.
Nah, 20 mil, 30 mil max.
30 mil. Okay. Oh yeah, last day as well. Jesse, do you reckon Jesse will stay as well?
Oof.
I
Oh
actually
no,
think-
Jesse's gone, bro.
He
Jesse's
is
gone.
gone.
Ben Jesse, Ben Lingard, man, get rid of him. We got
Do you
Diallo.
not rate him, by the way? Do you guys not rate Jesse?
Look,
He's
I like
decent.
Jesse, yeah, as a player. I rate him as a player, but just not at United. I think
He's
he
a
should
bench
have went.
player.
He should have went at West Ham. I don't know why he's here. But
Do you think his ceiling is West Ham, Leicester?
Or a
I
bench
don't-
player for us, man.
So you don't
I think.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think West Ham is his perfect level. Where West Ham are at the moment, sort of challenging for that Europa League, Champions League type of spot. Him being one of the key figures in the team, I think that's his level. He deserves to be playing first team football week in, week out, and he's never going to get that at United. So I think it's best for both parties.
I get you. Obviously, big up for all of you joining, by the way. And big up the comment section for interacting, man. Like, I think this is the most we've got in the interaction, so big up to all of you. And we're going to finish it off now. Just before we go, just tell everyone where they can find you. And I'll get all of your guys' links, like your Twitter links, and I'll try and plug in Realist's YouTube channel, so make sure you sub to him. And yeah, just tell the people where they can find you. Starting with anyone. Go on, Casper.
Alright, so you can find me on Twitter at manlikecasper. That's it, really, man.
Wan Casper. Go on, Bill. Go on, bro.
yeah, you can find me on Twitter at LeBillUTD. Yeah, and you can find me on here sometimes.
Go on, Tash.
Yeah, man.
You guys can find me at United Rep 10. Yeah, on Twitter at United Rep 10.
Big up for joining, yeah. And lastly, Realist, what are you saying, bro?
My Twitter at Realist Zidane and YouTube Realist TV. I'm going to be
Make sure
doing
you
some more
sub to him.
content.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make
man,
sure
I'm
you
going to
sub
be
to him.
doing some more content on that as well. I've been slacking off.
Come on, you're almost hitting on 400, right? Almost on 400.
Yeah.
Big up. Right. Peace, everyone. Take care.